What it is, I'm your host, Talking Face, and this could be news, brought to you by Royal Family Studios. Alright. You know what? No. I was going to talk about Don Lemon and this clip that he got circling the internet. Pretty much went viral, saying that Donald Trump is gaslighting this whole coronavirus issue, and he's using it as a political ploy. I can't do it, Don Lemon, because you literally did what you said Trump is doing, and you already proved to be worst journalist of the year. The coronavirus is not a joke. It is an actual pandemic, and for some reason, leftist media sources and left-leaning politicians can't help but politicize it. Now, really, I would think that Donald Trump would be the one to do this, but he's the mature one in the room this time. Who'd have thought? This clip that has gone viral from NBC reporter Peter Alexander, who had a little back and forth, I guess you would say, with the president when he seemed to have asked a pretty reasonable question, and it seems like Donald Trump had a meltdown. Listen.
You say the Americans were scared, though. I guess nearly 200 dead, 14,000 who are sick, millions, as you witnessed, who are scared right now. What do you say to Americans who are watching you right now who are scared?
I say that you're a terrible reporter. That's what I say. I think it's a very nasty question, and I think it's a very bad signal that you're putting out to the American people. The American people are looking for answers, and they're looking for hope. And you're doing sensationalism, and the same with NBC and Comcast. I don't call it Comcast, I call it Comcast.
From that clip, I could see how people would say, yeah, Trump may have been tripping a little bit on Peter Alexander. But the thing was, Mr. Alexander from NBC was badgering Trump before about this drug called hydroxychloroquine. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it because I don't want to seem dumber than I probably already do. But it's a drug that has been getting positive reports from people using it. Not the people who used it from their fish tank cleaner where one died and the other one's in pretty bad shape, and they're trying to blame it on Trump, even though it says on the fish tank cleaner, don't ingest this if you're a human being, and it's not made for medicinal use. But that's besides the point. It has been getting good reports. So let me just show you the exchange that started the whole thing to get better context.
Is it possible that your impulse to put a positive spin on things may be giving Americans a false sense of hope?
No, I don't think so.
Representing preparedness right now.
No, I don't think so. I think that I think it's got
the not yet approved drugs.
Such a lovely question. Look, it may work and it may not work. And I agree with the doctor what he said. May work, may not work. I feel good about it. That's all it is, just a feeling. I'm a smart guy. I feel good about it. And we're going to see. You're going to see soon enough.
Yeah, it seems like Peter Alexander is part of the fake news media. And he had the gall to play victim.
There was a moment, you and I are baseball fans, we call it a softball. It was trying to provide the president an opportunity to reassure millions of Americans. We're witnessing the death toll now approach 200, and the number of those who have already tested positive for COVID-19 approaching 14,000 or surpassing it. What he would say to Americans who were scared. The president, as you witnessed instead, took it out on me and said that I was a terrible reporter. I mean, clearly this was an opportunity for him to be positive and to be uplifting, optimistic as he likes to be.
I could have sworn he said that he didn't want Donald Trump giving the people false hope just because he was talking about this drug cocktail that seems to be helping a few people. Now, we heard what Donald Trump said about the drug and that they're still going to be trying it out and hopefully that it works. And the news media pretty much was in uproar about this, calling him a liar and saying that people shouldn't listen to him. But when Governor Andrew Cuomo says the exact same thing.
On the drug therapy, Tuesday we're going to start the hydroxychloroquine with the Zithromax. That's the drug combination that the president has been talking about. The FDA approved New York State Department of Health to proceed with an experimental drug, again on a compassionate care basis.
Here was the media's response.
Real leadership of the kind the President of the United States should have provided to the American people throughout this crisis and has not. On the specifics, the governor wants the Defense Procurement Act not only invoked but used to compel American manufacturers to give the country, the hospitals, the healthcare system what it needs. He's been very eloquent about this. He and the other governors, and Larry Hogan, who's chairman of the National Governors Conference, Cuomo is vice chairman, they are showing the kind of leadership that we need in this country.
I don't understand why people do not open their eyes to see the con game that the media is playing along with these Democratic politicians. At the end of the day, it's all a joke, really. Trump derangement syndrome is at its all-time high, even in the midst of a pandemic. To the point where Republicans and Democrats, they got together. They were getting ready to pass a bipartisan bill, and everybody was on agreement to it because we're trying to get the country back moving, have everything back running. And then next thing you know, Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer hit the door, and the deal's off the table. It was $1 trillion, but Nancy Pelosi said, nah, I want it to be $2.5 trillion, and let's add a little bit of stuff from the Green New Deal. Because like always, you can't let a good crisis go to waste. Everybody just needs to take a second, stop just reading the headlines on your social media page from a news article, and actually open the article and compare them with other articles. Stop running with titles. Donald Trump is doing the best that he can with what he's got. It would be easier if the Democrats would help out a little bit. And if you think they're doing something, just do the research and see what they've done in the last 4 years. Because of Trump derangement syndrome, the only thing that they have accomplished is a failure to impeach the president. It's really sad. And I hope they stop acting like political hacks. But what do you think? Do you think it's Trump's fault because of this whole pandemic, even though it came from China? Or do you think sometimes we should just put the politics to the side and do what's best for the American people and the economy, because we're inches away from a depression? That's all I got. I'm your host, Talking Face. This could be news. Stay safe and pray it up. Peace.